best neighborhoods in Palo Alto, California. Where to live in 2026. Here's the truth nobody wants to say. Most people who move to Palo Alto end up in the wrong neighborhood. They pick a zip code from Google, spend $3 million, and they realize their commute is terrible. The school they want has a waiting list, or the street just does not feel like a community. It does not have to be that way. If you are relocating to the Bay Area, this video will save you from that mistake. I'm breaking down the best neighborhoods in Palo Alto. What makes each one worth it? Which ones are a little overrated for what you pay? Hey, I'm Decent Kai, your Bay Area real estate guide. My team and I help people relocate to one of the most competitive housing markets in the world. Today, we're breaking down Palo Alto neighborhoods so you can move with confidence. Like and subscribe, and let's get into it. The $3 million question. What Palo Alto actually gives you? Let's start with the big picture so you understand what we're working with. According to Redfin, the median home sale price in Palo Alto as of early 2026 sits at approximately $3.2 million. That is not a typo. For context, that is nearly 4 times the national median. So first question you need to answer before choosing a neighborhood is, what are you actually getting for that price? What you are getting is access to Stanford University ecosystem, one of the highest concentrations of tech companies in the world. And according to the California Department of Education, some of the highest performing public schools in the state. Palo Alto Unified School District consistently ranks in the one of the top 5% of all California districts for test performance. According to the US Census Bureau, Palo Alto's population sits just under 68,000 people. It's not a big city. It is dense with wealth, dense with ambition, and very specific about what it offers. So the neighborhood you pick matter a lot because each one serves a very different lifestyle. I've had buyers come into Palo Alto convinced they already knew where they want to live. However, after touring just a few neighborhoods, many of them completely changed their minds. That is why understanding the personality of each neighborhood is just as important as understanding the price. Now, the neighborhoods. Let's start with the best of the best. Thinking about relocating to the San Francisco Bay Area? Well, I got just a thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you will need to know before making the move, the best part about this guide is 100% free. That's right, you heard me right, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. Old Palo Alto, where old money meets quiet confidence. If you want the most prestigious address in the city, this is it. Old Palo Alto is the neighborhood that people are really talking about when they're saying Palo Alto. It sits north of Oregon Expressway, east of Alma Street, and it's defined by wide lots, mature tree canopy, and homes that were built before Silicon Valley became Silicon Valley. We're talking craftsman bungalows, Spanish colonials, and estates that have been carefully maintained for decades. According to Zillow research, median home value in Old Palo Alto have historically run 10 to 15% above the city median, which means you're regularly looking at $4 million or above. Inventory is extremely low. When a home hits the market here, it typically closes in under 2 weeks. Who is it for? Executives, founders, people who want the best schools without any compromise, and buyers who are willing to pay for prestige and stability. The schools feeding out of this neighborhood include Duveneck Elementary School and Jordan Middle School, now it's called Green Middle School, are consistently top rated. And personally, I went to Duveneck Elementary School. The trade-off, you will not find nightlife or walkability here. It is residential and quiet. If that's your version of perfect, Old Palo Alto delivers. Professorville. brains, beauty, and a little bit of history. Sitting just southeast of Old Palo Alto and right near Stanford campus, Professorville is one of the most architecturally rich neighborhoods in all of Northern California. Fun fact, Professorville is one of the first planned residential neighborhoods in California, dating back to the 1890s. It is literally one of the National Register of Historical Places. That contact hits differently when you are standing on these streets. The homes here are Victorian, Craftsman, and Colonial Revival styles, and many of them are protected under the city's historical preservation rules, which means the character of this neighborhood is legally protected. That is rare. According to local MLS data, homes in Professorville regularly trade above $4 million, and turnover is extremely low. People who buy here tend to stay. This neighborhood is excellent for buyers who value walkability to University Avenue, which is Palo Alto's main commercial corridor, and who wants a true sense of a place and community. The streets feel lived in, neighbors actually know each other. Okay, so we have covered Old Palo Alto and Professorville, two of the most established and high demand addresses in the entire city. And here is what you want to notice. The common thread is stability. These neighborhoods do not fluctuate widely. According to the National Association of Realtors, markets with low inventory and strong school ratings have historically shown more price resistance than other broader markets. Even during correction cycles, that is not a coincidence. But here's where things get interesting. There are neighborhoods in Palo Alto that are significantly more accessible price-wise, and in some cases, they offer things the fancy zip code simply cannot. I'm going to show you those next. And before we do, if you are seriously thinking about relocating to Palo Alto or a broader Bay Area, I put together a full relocation guide that covers the best neighborhoods, top schools, and everything else you need to start fresh here. The link is in the description. Go grab it. It's completely free. Barron Park, the neighborhood that over-delivers. Barron Park is in the southern part of Palo Alto, and it is the best kept secret in the city. According to Redfin, median prices in Barron Park run between $2.4 million and $2.8 million, which in Palo Alto terms make it one of the most reachable entry points. The homes tend to be smaller, the lots slightly tighter, but the access to Gunn High School, which is one of the top high schools in California, makes this neighborhood a genuine value play for families. One of my favorite things about showing homes in Barron Park is watching people's reaction when they discover the donkey pasture. It is unexpected, it's memorable, and it says a lot about the neighborhood. Barron Park has a character that's hard to manufacture, and I think that's one of the reasons people feel at home here so quickly. The community here is tight. There is an active neighborhood association, local events, and strong sense of identity. For buyers who want Palo Alto schools and access without the Old Palo Alto price tag, this is your answer. Crescent Park, the full picture comes together. And this brings us to a neighborhood that ties everything we have talked about together. Crescent Park sits in the northwest corner of Palo Alto, bordering Menlo Park, and it is widely considered to have one of the best combination of space, schools, walkability, and prestige in the entire city. According to Zillow research, Crescent Park consistently posts some of the highest price per square foot numbers in Palo Alto, which tells you something. Buyers are paying a premium significantly for this location. The lots are large. The homes have room to breathe, and the access to the top elementary school in the Palo Alto Unified District as good as anywhere in the city. What makes this the climax of our neighborhood tour is simple. Remember the hook. People move to Palo Alto, spend everything they have, and end up in the wrong place. Crescent Park is for buyers who does the homework. It is not the cheapest, it's not the flashiest name, but according to local agents and MLS transaction data, it holds value better than most everywhere else in the city because it consistently delivers what so many buyers are ultimately looking for. When clients ask me to narrow Palo Alto down to just one neighborhood to start with, Crescent Park is often where I began. Not because it's right for everybody, but because it gives us a real strong benchmark for what buyers value most in this city. Quick wrap up. So here's a summary. Palo Alto is not one market. It's 5 or 6 very different lifestyle decisions wrapped in the same zip code. Old Palo Alto and Professorville gave you the prestige and history. Barron Park gave you the value and community. Crescent Park gives you a full package. Each one serves different buyers. The worst move you can make is treating the city as a monolith and just picking whatever is available. If you found this helpful, please like the video. It genuinely helps people find it. it. If you're planning for a move to Palo Alto or anywhere else in the Bay Area, my team and I want to help you do it right. Reach out to me directly through the link in the description and let's talk through what you actually need. And do not forget to download a free relocation guide in the description below. It covers the best neighborhoods and schools so your move actually goes the way you planned it. If you are still deciding where to live, I got another video that will help you narrow down your choices. You will not want to miss it. I'm Decent Kai. See you on the next one.